seeing how he positions in these team fights with the Ghost and how he's able to pilot this AD Kai'Sa build.
And again, this is all on paper, the theory. We'll see if it comes to life as Labrov cheeky ignite there. And the laughing emote. As it looks like the Grubs are going to get taken down to the end. All three for the side of G2 getting those spawns.
Never gets too tanky. Yeah. You always have that one-shot win condition. Ooh, as Caps
finding out firsthand what a I can do. Instant combo. They just point and click him.
And Caps was on a ward. Well, he was on a
also, Reeker about to stick over to level 11, so if he waits a bit longer and gets level 11 before using that ult, it's going to be up pretty damn fast.
Gen.G might be in trouble here with Skewmond looking to ulti.
Perhaps Gen.G trying to get tricky. Labrov on the way, but he's not even needed. The wall is blocking him off. He is just spectating. He just showed up to watch a jungle mid tag team on the top side.
And this is that power of the Pantheon Talia. Utilizing both ultimates, they're able to take down Gen.G. And I thought maybe SK could hover him to provide some safety so he could catch this top wave, but they don't.
So well deserved, but need to see if he can transition that now as he may be caught out. Nice initial setup. Wall coming in as Gen.G goes down a blast, but it's hitting Hansam on the backside. Lupi not certain if they can follow. Meantime, it's just Bukata getting deleted. Thought they had the angle to force the fight, but G2 were too ready to respond.
Bukata has no ultimate. He's not able to follow up on Lupi's engage, so he just ends up falling down with Caps ulting in. And SK, many questions for them left unanswered as they now lose the Herald. Caps pushes in top, Reeker zoned from the top side as well. And the map is just looking more and more in the favor of G2.
That's terrifying. Just a second ago, we were watching Reeker pull off a successful play, but G2 immediately mirror it and now make a play of their own, punishing SK again for trying to force in the river. As Broken Blade, walking face first to Kadui! Oh, that's rough. Tower aggro resets. The might is there. Q flash forward, gets the proc. Path makers his way out. Broken Blade making it clean.
And that's the Cassandra moment right there as he takes down. So now Skewmond looking for Reeker.
Reeker, charm, initial burst. Aegis Assault still there, though, to block follow-up damage. Skewmond manages to sidestep. Now the ult is finally there, but it's a little bit too late. Lupi retreating, trying to protect the team. Bukata in the midst of the fight. Gatling gun poking a bit for Kadui off to the side, but he doesn't do any damage! Broken Blade just getting tickled by this Corki! Now maybe he can escape. Q3 ready to go. Charm, they have so much CC. Now going unstoppable. Pathmaker, such a balance. Riding high, I think, after that solo kill, but still has to be careful. You can see early Last Whisper coming in for Gen.G. He knows. Summoned. Mid lane likely to break, and this is big if G2 can get the necessary damage down, and they will.
And Altagon being up as well. G2 might just look to pivot into it. But they're taking some poke here. That's hurting them out.
Lupi, the flash over the Alistar! It's clean! Bukata now falling up, and Hansama off onto the backside of the fight. Skewmond desperately trying to escape. Ulti out from Hansama. He's still in it for an extra second, but Bukata finds the kill. Gen.G now involved as well. The Jace hitting hard. 2 dashes left for Reeker. Ready to follow, ready to go over the wall. Charm not gonna connect, nice sidestep from Broken Blade. That's the clean footwork. SK backing away, but getting the bot lane of G2.
Broken Blade wants to continue going, it looks like. They could have done more, but it's still 2 kills onto G2.
Look back good, Gen.G is dead.
Hey, Gen.G!
Woo! And that's a caster curse, folks. We praised them, they had a great fight, and it immediately starts to crumble, although Broken Blade getting chunked out here.
Lupi is moving.
2 item Reeker, they can eventually kill him. I just don't know if they have enough time.
Oh,
be ready.
Is ulting in here.
Reeker now dashing out. Lupi might be the one in trouble. Caps versus Kadui off to the side. Lupi now frontlining. Reeker backstepping to give his support a way to escape. Caps going golden for a second. Labrov ready to go for the wall. Labrov finding an initial engage again, just getting dashed around, trying to use the minion to escape. Kadui already down, traded for Labrov, so positive for G2 in the end. Armor penetration second, good for Gen.G, but he still just needs too much friggin' time bot lane, and he doesn't have good info on G2, so he's forced to back away from the tier 1. As Reeker, again, fishing, good reaction on the Aegis Assault. Follow-up knockup, not going to connect, and now it's Lupi who's been pushed away, forced to ult a bit early as Caps.
They can try to enter through both sides here.
Lupi in the pit. No ulti, Q3 ready for Broken Blade. Looking for the pullback, but it won't connect. Some poke from Gen.G, but not a ton. Drake getting lower. Both teams tied at 2-2. Not much of a fight here. SK can try and
especially from the side of SK. As if they can get this poke. Oh, Broken Blade might have. Oh, he's fine. He's Cassandra.
Sticking around.
He's losing a lot of HP, and he does not have the teleport.
This tower is living. It will finally die. The minions. SK didn't want to steal the credit. Didn't want to steal the glory. Minions will finish that one. Bukata.
Reeker pushing up top here as well. So they're able to get now 2 towers, mid and top tower. With Broken Blade being forced to base. Although G2 get full.
It is really bonkers. Why Riot Design? They'll hold that thought. Aegis Assault goes in. Reaker looks at the fall. LeBron now trying to disengage. Decent damage in. Skumon is forced away from the fight briefly, but Kadui now locked up, and G2 has way better follow-up damage. The flick back not going to connect. Kadui burning down to the ignite. LeBron's grabbing that kill, and Caps now on the chase is Hansama. A killer instinct, determined to find it. Flash forward, flick back once again will not work, but Hansama.
I thought for sure they would look to send it on to Caps or Hansama always, but they try to burst down Skumon, but he flashes out, and it's a great flash from LeBron to knock up Kadui, then stun him right after, and then Hansama, he goes God mode, dashes the Reaker charm, gets 3-4 auto attacks in, does a ton of damage. Beautiful.
Good stuff. In the meantime, Otacon also going down in favor of G2. Big boon to have. It's only going to get harder to play this game because Hansama, when this kind of lead, gets to sit back and take his time as Broken Blade feels pretty unkillable. Ahri does true damage, but the only truth is she did.
Yeah, he feels pretty unkillable. He looks pretty unkillable. I think he is pretty unkillable.
Pretty unkillable.
And he takes down Reaker, and now it's Rabidon completed for Caps. Infinity Edge for Hansama. You have to feel that it might just be it for SK.
I don't have to feel anything, but I do feel like this game is over. I do. This is it.
So you do feel?
I don't. Yeah, but you said you have to. I mean, I don't
You
have
might
to.
have to.
I might have to. It's probably correct to feel that way.
You might be compelled.
I'm certainly compelled to feel that way. Hansama and G2 walking in. Baron down as well, of course, in the previous exchange. So it's only, they get the double super. Midway pushing in with supers already for G2. Broken Blade off to the side, again, relatively unkillable. On the flank, nothing that SK can do. They need to try and find an angle. Caps now on a killing spree. LeBron going in, finds the two-man fall from Skumon there. Hansama charmed for a second, but now he just gets to rain hell down on those backliners. SK wanted a third Drake. It was not a good choice.
And G2 showing why they're still a top team. Roadshow be damned as they take down all of SK, and they're taking down the Nexus alongside it.
Impressive stuff. Early game, the lead for Gen.G didn't end up mattering. The counter pick for bottom lane did not end up mattering. G2 weathered that storm, found better plays, found better fights.
Now Skumon and Hansama. Skumon building that individual lead, and Hansama great team fighting that really brought it home for G2, taking the series 1-0.
Incredible stuff. Ending on a 10K gold lead. That win in front of a crowd. Feeling good.
Yeah. Caitlyn, it's not quite like a weak side, just leave it be and be done with it type of bot lane, but it's a bot lane that works very well into the short range of SK. Staying one more wave, might be able to crash this and generate a CS lead on mid. Overall, despite the bot lane being quite a disaster with Caitlyn getting the early BF sword and MF only getting
a good value proposition.
Oh, Reaper ulting here to get this top wave. But now he left his team on his lonesome. Gen.G also TPing bot as G2 will reclaim the river. But repeatedly here, it's Caps getting out.
Still will need to respect. Oh, but it's Broken Blade and Skumon coming from behind. The Drake might go down, but how much is it going to cost SK? Loopy off to the side. Hex Flash. Forward in, Shattering Strike still available. Hansama tries to flash out, he cleanses, but it's a little bit too late. Gen.G now following, Wind becomes Lightning. Hansama still standing, flash over the wall, not enough. First blood coming through, LeBron will barely be able to escape.
And G2 get caught unaware as they try to approach the Drake.
The top side, you can see now, Caps, despite not having any kills,
yes,
300 gold lead. Luker backing
go.
away, Loopy overstayed a bit. Stun there from the concussive blows. Yep, another goes through. They're going to donate the kill over to Hansama.
It's one of the classic problems of weaker teams.
Have to move fast if they want to make it happen. They got 4 people. It's a bit desynced though. They need Kadui in the area to go lay down the ultimate. Broken Blade slowly walking away, going in onto Reaker. Lockup is there. Good counter strike going through as well. Flash out from Broken Blade. It's not going to be enough. Kill finish. Kadui grabbing it. Well executed by SK.
And G2, because they decided to try to move to the
bit awkward that they have to concede the Herald, but it is good that Kadui is able to finish that first item, gets the BT. Maybe this opens things up a little bit.
It's definitely bittersweet. The fact that you're able to get that
in the 1 kill. It's only 1 kill. Okay, it undermines the point. But point is, Caps just continuing to scale up, getting the time that he needs to farm on a side lane where Broken Blade and LeBron might be trouble here bottom lane. Leap through, gets a bit of CC down. Reaker tanking the tower, a bit unfortunate. Kadui now locked up Bukata on the way in. Repeated dives coming in. Reaker free to fire. Wind becoming lightning. Reaker getting out. Ulti goes in from Hansama to clean up 1 though. But SK getting 2.
It's a 2-for-1 for SK, but G2 crucially are able to siege up this top tower with the Rift Herald and get a tier 2 for Caps here. slowly building this gold lead for him, funneling him more. Right now, Broken Blade is far, and Caps is still very far away.
Trap onto Gen.G is okay. I guess they just believe in Skewmon to steal, but Loopy's gonna go in and try to start the fight, instantly locking him down the clone of the web, but Skewmon's already dead! Perfect combo! The confidence we waited 30 minutes for in game 1 has come full force here in game 2.
And this misplace of tempo from the G2 solo laners. As Rico tries to ult the end, but it doesn't end up making anything. But it's Caps trying to push out this top side. Oh, but G2 want to continue fighting here. SK, Gen.G going in.
Lightning off to the side, still standing tall. Hansama on the way in. Caps doing decent damage. The fall from Bukata is lethal though. Kadui ready to go over the wall if he needs to. Flash in onto Hansama. Kadui unleashing. Double guns going through, but Broken Blade still stands for a second. SK get the fight. And right now, Kadui's got him up for his life. Skewmon going in. That MF is probably just dead. Every time we have a... Okay, just for the record, doing pretty well on the Wukong so far, but 0-3 for Broken Blade on the Jax. His early prio, willing to blind pick it, getting bit punished. But the Xin...
Or you get caught.
Right here. Okay, Caps does hit like a... Kadui, how did he get the left cone? The edge! Oh, Kaylin's got his eyes in his sight! That pirate is dead! Girl walking!
No! SK!
We've never caster cursed a team more than we have caster cursed this team. My God. G2 immediately going to get Otacon. The blast cone angle was wrong. They failed geometry. They failed trigonometry. It just did not work.
On the bright side for SK.
Stop bright-siding me! That was bad! That was terrible! They can't afford
They're able to get the mid tower. Kadui is spawning for the Drake. They should be able to get control of this.
G2 backing off. It's on the pink ward. SK, do they want to flip it? Going back to the team. Broken Blade moves to cover. Loopy taking decent damage. Bukata falling up on a Caps. Trying to get the easy out of the fight. He's almost going to get one shot, but not quite. Caps going back in. The bomber! Caps, but he goes golden. He buys a second, and Loopy might already be dead in the meantime. It might not matter. The Drake going down. G2 get it. Despite the knockback, it's like Caps being on the bleeding edge. G2 take the fight.
And it looks so great for SK in the beginning of this game. One at a time. SK get the initial engage, but it's just not enough. With the counter-strike on the heads of SK's carries, as Broken Blade is.
Okay. And the flash. Oh God. Okay,
let's never praise the team again.
Is this the only time? Is this every... No more...
Smash goes down fast.
Rob there to cover, 6K. Azir shreds this objective. 4 damage, but they're not even going to be able to get in the pit. SK, it's a little bit too late. Now G2 are set up for a great fight. Bukata getting deleted even with the ulti. Kadui throws down the ult, but it doesn't do any damage. Lebrov there to block it up. Skewmon now starting to spin, and he's certainly starting to win as well. Rika running, extra shielding coming in. Needs to get the hell out, but it's not going to be enough. It just barely is. But he's...
Few of the objectives. He's been farming up a storm, and his impact in these team fights
is easy. Sieging with Caitlyn, Braum, Azir.
Pretty chill.
Very chill. Trap line set up. Very chill. Trap line set up.
Now Caps is onto mid here as well. And nobody's even contesting him.
5 members. It looks like they want to try and force a man advantage, but in the meantime, the price of even trying to make that play is losing tier 3 mid.
Yeah, Caps just pushes so damn fast with his Nashers too. Immediately now he's able to continue pushing, but
Rieker behind, right into Hansama. Premier target cleanse already going down, but Lebrov is ready to body block the bomb, but taking him even closer. Rieker can't do it. Hansama's just too damn clean. Lebrov blocks what he needs to, and now Caps is looking to take out Kadui. Mid laners versus AD carries. Mid laners not having a great time, but Caps has backup from the team. Oh, and the Caitlyn to close it!
Oh my God.
Nowhere is safe.
Getting absolutely everything. They take down all of SK. Roadshow be damned. G2 are taking the series 2-0.
No hope left to sniff, Mr. Spectra. G2.
It's been sniffed out.
Yeah, it's been sniffed out. 12K lead. G2 dominant across the series.